Hey everyone, it's Cat Online, and welcome to episode 2 of Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, where we last left off, we just recently joined the club, and we're writing our own first poem right now. So let me real quickly get that loaded up. There we go. You can use skip to fast forward through text you've already read. And I'll probably read through all of it anyways. It's not like it, takes more time anyways. Plus, I like doing voices, so here we go. Okay. This one was the first word that I fucking saw, so I'm gonna choose it. Ooh, headphones. Memories? Sparkle? Okay. I'm legit just choosing rainbow? Oh, hi Sayori. Whoa. I'm just looking to see what words just like hop out at me. Ooh, romance. I'm pretty sure I'm writing a poem for Sayori right now. She's the one jumping a lot, so we'll see how things go. So silly pops out. Universe. Uncontrollable. Cover. Destiny. Disaster. Scars. Whoa, Sayori. So I saw summer. Puppy. Pout. Pout. Poof. Oh my god. If you guys don't understand that poof reference, I don't know who you are. And melancholy. Anime. Of course I'll choose anime. Because I'm a weeb. Hi again, Cappy. Hello, Monica. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Cappy. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't even know if you just plan to come here to hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Hatsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Cappy is always here to give his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire. Once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Cappy can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, that was awkward. Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, you even brought something for you today, you know? Oh, wait, Sayori? Eh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. I made her sound like a baby, oops. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so It should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read, and we could, discuss it if you wanted. How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not even reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I probably won't. Maybe I won't read this. Anyways, I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. Who the heck is walking around? Neighbors. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Well, we can't give up.
The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about.
The problem is, the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
It doesn't solve the problem, though.
Huh? What do you mean?
Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come in, we can do the thing to speak their creative minds.
What's this? Sayori is talking really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
What kind?
Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. It works out perfectly.
That wasn't what you suggested?
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Cupcakes it is then.
I'm hungry.
Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. It's just kind of like a mixture of Yuri's somberness and a bit more sophistication. I kind of made Yuri sound a little emo. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies an unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ah! I open my eyes and see Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair.
Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club.
Does our school have a napping club?
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, You'll need to get used to it.
Say it out loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
It's true, though.
Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're so oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day.
It's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you.
Huh?
Sayori glances around at herself.
How is it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair's just getting really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look at your bow, isn't straight either, and there's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger.
But no one would ever notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
Meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Whoa. I don't remember this.
This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things.
Huh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Stupid.
It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly?
I did when I bought it.
If it buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
Means my boobs got bigger again.
Let's say it out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that?
But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. God damn it.
Phew! It's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms around it and twirls around.
So, if I keep it unbuttoned, I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let you do things like this. And you take better care you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So, that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
Huh? I didn't see anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyways, just stay focused on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on getting to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So, maybe if you come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
Oh, but I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now?
Yay!
Cappy... Oh, wait.
Cappy, I can't read to wait yours. Read.
Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I'd never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait!
She's so, singy and cheerful. I like it. I like Sayori. That was a good moment. I like that moment. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. God. Who should I show my poem to first? Alrighty then. So my poem is a mixture between Natsuki, Sayori, and just a little bit of Yuri from what I saw. But I mainly got Sayori, so and it seems like Sayori is enthusiastic to read mine, so let's hop to Sayori first. Okay, my bad. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. Actually, that makes sense too. I have never actually been nervous about sharing anything. Like, poetry, I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, when you really, like, just don't care, like, you just deliver it, and whatever people, like, see, just go with it, you know? It's not gonna, like, kill you. You know, people, you aren't gonna say embarrassed. It's just gonna be a moment in real life where you feel kind of uncomfortable. But even after that, it's just like you'll look back and it'll be like, "Huh, that happened," and you'll shrug it off. But I guess it's just me. I know there are people that actually have the phobia of standing up against people or standing up in front of people, but I don't know. I guess I'm more sociable than most people, so I can't really relate. But I understand it at the same time because I used to be that way when I was a kid. But anyways, I'm going on a tangent. Let's go.
Oh my goodness. It's so good, Cappy.
Huh?
I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Huh?
Well, I'm sure that's
Part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Cappy poem.
Cappy poem, yo!
And it makes me feel extra special.
Hold up. Cough attack. Yeah.
Like when I can feel your fingers in it.
Wait. Oh, feelings got finger. Oh, God. Did I really just say fingers? My bad.
Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. So weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's just like how I said before, Cappy. Deep down, you're not so selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people is something you're really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I am really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Ooh, dear sunshine. I mean, no, I'm kidding. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That shit's dope. In all honesty, that's actually... I don't know, I feel like it seems like it could be a decent, what's it called? An actual, like, decent, like, kid song? I don't know, like, just the... Kind of like how it is, like, are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. I read that more like a rap, but you guys know what I mean. Sayori. This is just a guess, but... Did you wait until morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I'm still trying my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It just sounds like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast. Even though
you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast.
She's so pouty, I love it. Oh my gosh, she's adorable.
Get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. I really like Sayori. It's kind of hard to tell what she is, though. Because she's, like, happy, cheery, but there were some words, like, that I chose that were, like, complete opposite of her. And it's just like, whoa. Like, you're into that? Anyways, who should we show next? Let's show Monica last. And then, okay, let's show Natsuki, then Yuri, because Yuri will be a lot more critical. Natsuki would probably just be, spilling her Starbucks everywhere.
Well, if it isn't, well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't evoke any emotions.
So, basically, it's not cute enough for your taste?
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. Well, that's about it. Bum ba da ba 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 da ba ba. Ba 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 ba. That's about all the fucking thoughts that came out of my head to this poem. I mean, I get it. Like, I mean, these are all basic actions, and people can try. I mean, I guess trying is a basic action. Like, this one's very blunt and literal, but that's kind of Natsuki's personality, so I guess I understand it.
Yeah.
No. All right, so I'll be right back. And we're back. Where's my mouse? Found it.
Yeah. I told you you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like
when it's so easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nicest thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out that feeling in that last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that from her. Interesting. Anyways. She's gonna hate it. She's gonna hate it. She's gonna hate it. See, look at those two M's. That's already her hating it. She stares at the poem. I'm gonna pass this. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a little while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing that what I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. And the end result is both a style that is expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might just take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri has apologized to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be literature club? Whoa. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining sheet light to have withstood the test of time. The cast yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. So it's just like facing the day? To illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining sheet light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. So I guess it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of this one's actually kind of well written. It's kind of just kind of taking the days as they come, one after the other, not really emphasizing, with too much worry about what the future is, but focusing on things that you have done in the past, but, taking a chance with every new day. That's what I get from here, because, it says, like, shit like the light flickers and I flicker back, like, it's subtle. I like subtle. It's a nice subtle.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't even thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Huh? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Cappy.
Really?
I must
have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts and feelings and experience in their work. They usually do more than just tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon we'll be left with nothing.
I can see that. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Thank you, Yuri. And hi, Monica. Why does she want me so bad? Why does she want me so bad? You're so fucking hot.
Hi, Cappy. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. I keep doing that. I have to, check the name, then start reading. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway,
want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Cappy. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like.
Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sort of things in common.
Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case, but maybe there's also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like you two really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So, I think that's the kind of vibe I get when I read your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
I could be. Oh gosh, I sounded like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I guess I can tell she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, it's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things, and that's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have anything to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sounded pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Ooh, okay. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction that spackle protrudes? Spackle? No, that's a spackle. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. I already scorched my permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright, but it was deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I was looking in. I was looking out, and he was on the other side, looking in. I'm not too sure what this means. It's kind of like a literal but metaphorical at the same time. I'm not sure what to think of this one. Think. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it could be really powerful.
Was that the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a little bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's coming on strongly. But maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you're keeping your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. It's a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. I gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy? Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked somebody who actually liked it.
Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Cappy did too. So, based on that, I'll gladly give you suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something I particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Cappy liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Cappy appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Cappy started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. This doesn't involve you. Blah, 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 blah. Bass boost, blah, blah, blah. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Cappy, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that symbol writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out to the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain to her, Cappy. Wait, there's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Cappy? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's going to be... Let's see. Okay, this is a cop-out, clearly. So, what should I do? I could either cop-out, or choose Yuri, or choose Natsuki. Natsuki's is simple, blunt, and effective. Yuri's is creative, metaphorical, and deep. I like them both, because writing styles are completely different. I'm more of an Edgar Allan Poe kind of guy. But you know, he's a fucking weirdo. So, should I just cop out? This is interesting. Very interesting. Because I'm not actually interested in any of these two. Well, I'm more interested in Natsuki than I am Yuri. But I really like Sayori because I clearly have history with her. And just that one scene, I don't know. She really stuck out to me. So, cop out. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drawing up any words I have in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Eh? Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Cappy? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? Is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are friends. My friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poem, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words, and Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were, big and beautiful.
Sayori? Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression.
Make some tea.
Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return.
To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me.
Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either.
Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she?
You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing.
I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt.
That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really doesn't make a good president, regardless of what she says. Oh, really does, not doesn't. I said doesn't instead of does. Oops. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing your poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly. Cappy, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So, your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job of impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination.
Cappy! Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I really can't say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
Eh? What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often?
No. It's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Here. You know, Cappy? It's nice to get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there?
We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I said that to myself. Woohoo!
I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her. Oh. I accidentally read it in her voice, telling myself that, but it worked. But it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Alright, and that's going to do it for episode 2 of Doki Doki Literature Club. We learned quite a bit about these girls. Atsuki and Yuri have a lot of tension there just because their styles are so different. And Sayori is just kind of bubbly. I love Sayori. I'm not gonna lie. I find her, like, just... Jeez, you know? But yeah, so... As I said, this is going to do it for episode 2 of Doki Doki Literature Club. If you've enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more content by me for you, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. Alright, that's it for me, everyone. Later.